Coming up on Midweek Update, new creatures have been spotted in the Garden of Eden. Where did they come from and what are they doing there? The experts are calling them the most adorable of all God's creation.
Plus, the latest on the press conference earlier today and what God had to say about His creation. And
a famous fanny is seen at a fancy party in Egypt. Is au naturel the next fashion trend coming out of the land of Goshen?
Oh my Goshen, it's pronounced Goshen.
That's what I said.
Those stories and more coming up now on Midweek Update.
Good evening, I'm Dex.
And I'm Stevo. Breaking news tonight. A family has been spotted in the Garden of Eden.
The first baby sloths have been born and they are already practicing hanging from branches. When the babies were born, every creature in the garden was heard saying, "Aww."
Dex, did you know that sloths actually fertilize their home trees? They climb down the trunk and when they get to the bottom, they just...
I actually knew that. They're my spirit animal.
Okay, sorry. The unemployment rate has skyrocketed to an all-time high as a labor dispute between union woodworkers and Noah & Sons Woodworking has broken out. While the union initially rejected the ark building contract, it seems the alternate labor force Noah employed is setting a precedent for free labor that union officials adamantly reject. In an open letter to Noah, CEO of Noah & Sons, Union President Dusty Birch said, "Your blatant disregard for the hardworking people of Earth will not be tolerated." When asked for a statement, Noah went on record saying if they wanted to build it, they should have come.
The high-profile murder case of the first family has begun. As you know, Cain has been accused of killing his brother Abel. And yesterday, Cain, as well as the blood of Abel, took the stand. We've obtained exclusive audio from Cain's testimony.
Mr. Cain, were you jealous of your brother? Define jealous. Did you murder your brother Abel? Define murder. Did you forcefully take the life of your brother? Define forcefully.
It was Cain.
So there you have it. The blood of Abel crying out against the brother Cain.
In most cases, it's said that you shouldn't cry over spilled milk. But in this case, spilled blood cries out over you?
I'm not really sure that makes sense,
okay.
But more Midweek Update right after this.
This portion of the Midweek Update is brought to you tonight by Noah & Sons Woodworking. Best Builder Award winner, 750 years in a row. Wood. It's not a job, it's a calling.
Your attention, please. Will Miss Eve please pick up the nearest white courtesy phone for an important message? There is a tempting edible arrangement waiting for you by the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Thank you.
Welcome back to Midweek Update. Tonight's top headline is the press conference that took place earlier today as God called the people of Earth together to make a statement regarding creation. He said, quote, "I have determined to make an end of all flesh, for all the earth is filled with violence, so I'm going to destroy it. I will bring a flood of waters upon the earth and destroy all flesh, in which the breath of life, everything that is on the earth shall die, man and animals, creeping things and birds. For I am sorry I have made them. The rain's a-comin'." End quote.
Rain's a-comin'? The phrase that hangs on everyone's mind. Stevo, what exactly did God mean by destroy all flesh?
I don't know, but I heard that Noah and his family aren't sticking around to find out. Let's check in with Tamra in the Weather Center. What's it looking like, Tamra? And do you have any idea what God was talking about when he said, "The rain's a-comin'"?
I haven't a clue, Stevo. I would say the clouds haven't parted. We're expecting more sun and perfect temperatures as we move into the weekend. But we pulled together some of the top minds here at the Weather Center, and we've put together a sketch of what experts think rain might look like.
This just in, we've received word that the entire earth has been covered in water and all creation has been made extinct except for the immediate family of Noah and the creatures he put on the ark. Stevo, have we been able to make contact with anyone on Noah's Ark?
Yes, we have, Dexter. I just spoke with the Raven, who is on Noah's Ark, and I asked him if there were any survivors beside Noah's family and whatever creatures are on the Ark. Raven responded, nevermore. I asked him if he had seen his friend Dove, since Dove is reportedly flying around looking for dry land. Raven said, nevermore. Obviously, God is true to his word and has blotted out all of creation with a flood of water. When asked if he's ever seen anything like this in his entire life, Raven said,
Let me guess.
That's right, nevermore.
We have breaking news now. I'm being told Dove has not returned to the Ark. The waters are receding. Something has appeared in the sky. Let's go now to the Weather Center for an update. Tamra?
Honestly, I've never seen anything like it, Dex. This is nothing short of a miraculous sign in the sky. A rainbow, they're calling it.
Rainbow?
Stevo, are you crying? Dude, get yourself together.
Rainbow. High-profile patriarch Abram has issued an official statement asking everyone on the planet to now refer to him as...
As what?
What is what? I just told you.
Told me what? Stevo, if Abram changed his name, I need to know because he's in my next news story.
Just call him...
Am I the only one not getting this?
I think so. But just in case, let's call him the patriarch formerly known as Abram. So, how far would you go to show a father's love? Well, the patriarch formerly known as Abram, father of Isaac, has been taken into custody on Mount Moriah for attempted murder. The swift sting operation was executed by undercover agents disguised as rams who rescued Isaac from the sacrificial altar just as his dad raised a knife in what appeared to be an attempt to slay him. Abram, the patriarch formerly known as Abram, faces arraignment this coming week.
I'm going to go call my dad. We'll be back with Midweek Update right after this.
This portion of the Midweek Update is brought to you by Levi's Jeans. Buy 11 and get one free. Levi's Jeans, official denim of the 12 tribes.
Your attention, please. Will the owner of a large wooden ark please remove it from the curb? The loading zone is for human passengers only. All animals are to be loaded into the cargo area. Again, will the owner of a large wooden boat please remove it from the loading zone or it will be towed? Thank you.
I have the privilege of interviewing best-selling author of all time and author of the book Genesis, Moses. Welcome, Moses.
Thank you for having me.
Moses, the book of Genesis has been at the top selling spot on every book list forever. Your riveting documentation is ripe with scandal, passion, murder, rebellion, and truth. Tell us, Moses, where did you get the inspiration for this work?
From God.
Okay. Adam and Eve debut in the creation account. They're incredibly complex characters, and we don't get any background information before they just kind of appear in the garden. Can you give us some insight as to what inspired these characters? Where did they come from?
God.
God. Yes, of course. Well, I don't want to give away the story, but one of the key moments is when Adam and Eve are essentially evicted from Eden. This was an unexpected twist and frankly confusing when trying to understand why these two would leave such a perfect environment. Why did Adam and Eve leave the garden?
God.
Wow, God. Seems like a common theme of the book of Genesis. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Genesis by Moses, available at bookstores everywhere.
Yesterday, Potiphar of Egypt held a retro Egyptian grand gala. Stevo, you were on location outside of Potiphar's house to cover the event.
That's right, Dex. The gala was amazing. And I got to meet Joseph, the servant of Potiphar. Well, sort of. The festivities took an interesting turn when we spotted Joseph running out of Potiphar's house naked. That's right, naked.
Jeez. Couldn't he at least have thrown on that coat of many colors?
He was in a real hurry.
Well, There must be more to that story. Stevo, make sure you stay on top of that one. Now let's take a final look at the weather with Tamra.
Things have been real hot and dry since the flood, and our radar indicates isolated cloud coverage building up over Sodom and Gomorrah. But they don't look like ordinary rain clouds. It seems like a mixture of fire and brimstone gathering just over these two cities here. So weird. We'll keep an eye on it for you, Dex.
Finally, tonight, a man who was sold by his own brothers into slavery, delivered to Egypt, wrongly accused of a crime, arrested while running naked through city streets, thrown in jail and forgotten, and now second in command of Egypt. Thank you for joining us, Joseph.
Thanks, Dex. That's a unique name. What is that, Chaldean?
No. Well, Joseph, considering your past, your rise to fame is really surprising. We want to ask you about some people who shaped your past.
Oh, come again now?
Your brother Levi has become famous for developing a new line of clothing called jeans.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's the official denim of the 12 tribes. I think at the bottom of a dark pit for that. Said the idea came to him in a dream.
Another brother, Reuben, has become very well known as the inventor of a sandwich by the same name.
Yeah, the Reuben is the best sandwich on the east side of the Nile. I haven't tried it. I think I was being sold into Egypt at that time.
Speaking of Egypt, while you were in jail, you spent some time with Pharaoh's butler, Alfred, who credits you for...
Okay, all of a sudden Alfred remembers my name?
Joseph, I'm sensing some pent-up frustration.
You think?
Evidently, Alfred has been credited with inventing one of the fastest-selling family games to ever hit the land of Goshen memory.
You're kidding, right?
Have you played it?
No, I haven't played it. I haven't played it. Do you know why I haven't played Alfred's game Memory?
Because
I was in jail!
That's all for tonight. For Midweek Update, I'm Dex.
And I'm Stevo. See you next week.
Midweek Update is brought to you by Edict Air. With on-time flights throughout the Holy Land, plus a new red-eye from Jerusalem to Cairo, closed on the Sabbath, Edict Air, walking the line to keep you on time.
Your attention, please. The flight to Sodom and Gomorrah has been canceled due to large hail, fire, and brimstone in the area. Please contact Edict Air for an alternate destination.